Hi students, how are you? Let's we start. What is federalism? Federalism is a system of government in which the power of divided between a central authority and various constitute units of the country. Like that, we have central government, state government, and then the local government. In these types of federalism, it has unitary system and federal system. The difference between unitary and federal system: unitary means there is only one level of government, like the India's central government. Okay, students, and then the federal system. In federal system, more than one level of government. So that's why we divided in India central, state, and panchayat region. The unitary system, central government can order local governments. In federal system, central government does not order the local governments. It means all the powers has the central government only in unitary system, but the federal system, the local government has special powers. And then the unitary government no powers to the local governments because it depends on the central government. In federal system, state government have their own power, like India. In unitary system, answerable to the central government. In federal system, state government is not answerable, central government both are answerable to the people, like India. The politicians has made up a different level of acts in state and central also. Students, see this map. In world has the unitary system and then federal systems countries. The key features of the federalism: there are two or more levels of government. Levels of governments like central, state, and then local governments. I already told you one or more levels of government in federalism. The different governments govern the same citizen, but each there has its own jurisdiction. So that means if we are responsible to the central government and then state government and then local government is also. Okay, so one citizen has made upon the three different kinds of people the under jurisdiction. Okay, it's called the different government govern the same citizens, but each tier has its own jurisdiction. Okay, students, the jurisdictions of the respective levels of government are specified in the constitution. We have written constitution. In this written constitution has been specified the what is the powers in the state and then the central and then also the local government. The fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government. The one person, group, or one country involved in the same situation without the agreement of the others. So the highest court acts as an umpire if disputes arise between different levels of governments. So if the state government has different problems like Kaveri, the problem between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, so the High Court acts like an umpire and then it will be clear the disputes from these types of in between the two states. Okay, students, so if you are thinking the key features of federalism, is it good? Okay. In these types of federalism, if any problems has been arised, the constitution ensures its financial autonomy to all level of government. So the constitution ensures the financial autonomy to the all of government. In federal system, safeguard and promote unity, accommodates regional diversity. So it creates unity between the Indian people are same. And then the regional diversity means all the states and then all the cultures has been same. The two roots to form federalization. So federalism. Coming together federalism. The states together on their own to form a bigger unit. The coming together means the state has been create the own constitution, the own laws in the country. So it's called coming together federalism. They retain their identity and sovereignty. Sovereignty means power. Okay, students, the state government they retain their identity and sovereignty. Like United States of America and then the India. Okay. All states have the equal powers like United States of America, Switzerland, Australia. And then the next kind of federalism is called holding together. In the holding together federalism, a country divides its power between the constituent states and the national government. The constitutional state means central government tends to be more powerful than the state government. Different constituent units of the federalization have unequal powers. Like in India's state governments is the less power than the central government. So the higher authorities in India is central government only. And then the constitute level has the different unequal powers means the much more of power having only the central government. In these types of holding together federalization is it in India, Spain and then Belgium is also. What makes India a federal country? The constitution declared in India as a union of states. The India Union is based on the principles of federalism. The constitution provides for a three-tier system of governments. You know very well about the three-tier of system of government. The union government, the state government and then the local government. They enjoyed separate jurisdictions clearly provide its what kind of powers it has. The constitution provides a threefold distribution of legislative powers. In this distribution as comes from the union list, state list and then concurrent list. Includes subjects of the national importance has been coming from the union list because in these types of activities has been developed in the union level. The defense of the country, foreign affairs, banking, communications, the India's currencies. So in these kinds of the departments has only coming from the union government like the Indian central government. And then the following departments the state list contains subjects to the state and then local importance like state police, state trade benefits, the commerce, the state agricultural acts and then the state local irrigation systems. So and then we have the both of the state and union governments list, it's called the concurrent list. Subjects of the common interest of state and union is called the concurrent list like Indian forest and state forest is also. The trade unions of the union level and then state level. And then the education is level is also includes in state and then also the central. So like NCRT, SCRT and then some of the residuary systems like computer software. So it was not in the list of the three: computer software, and then the terrorism. Two roots to form federalism: the holding together system in India. A country divides its powers between the constituted states and the national government. Different constitute units of the federation have unequal powers. All states in India do not have identical powers. Some units of the Indian enjoy very little power. Union territories. See this map. We have Delhi, Chandigarh, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Dayu and Daman, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar. So now Delhi and then Ladakh. So totally 9 union territories we have. What makes India a federal country? The parliament cannot on its own change these arrangements. The parliament, members of Lok Sabha, the members of Rajya Sabha, they only accept in this bill, it becomes a act, and then they will be definitely signed with the Indian president. Any change first passed by the both of houses of parliament with two-thirds of majority, then rectified by the legislatures of at least half of the total states. So in India we have 28 states, so they will be acceptable in these legislative assemblies after in this bill acceptable as a act. The judiciary plays an important role in overseeing the implementation of the constitutional provisions and procedures. In case of any disputes about the divisions of powers, the High Court and the Supreme Court makes the decision. Because India is a secular country, we are giving to equal opportunity to the all the states. Why success of federalism in India? The constitutional provisions and the nature of democratic politics is the reason of success. The creation of the linguistic states. Linguistic means language. We giving equal opportunity to the all the states. Before India, we have only 13 states, the independence. Now we have 28 states. So how the states are coming? Because we giving the equal opportunity to the all the languages. The creation of the linguistic states, it means starts in 1956. Okay, so students, you can see Tamil people has been lived in Tamil Nadu, and Kannada people, Kannada language speaking people lived in Kannada, and then Malayalam has been in Malayalis. So Marathi language spoken Marathi. So these states has been created by the based on the linguistic. I already told you linguistic means language. After the partition of India and then Pakistan, we are not acceptable to any other partitions. So that's why we make the language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one language. Hindi was identified as an official language because the Hindi is mother tongue of only about 40% of Indians. So to safeguard and promote other languages of 21 other languages were recognized as a scheduled languages by the constitution. So totally we have 22 scheduled languages, and then we have English is our link language. In this language policy, we can make a very good federalism country because we giving equal opportunity to the all the people. So another topic is decentralization. What is decentralization? So centralization means we all are under control by the union government. So decentralization means the state governments has own powers to create some laws and then to control some departments. So that's why it's called the decentralization. A major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. The constitutional amendments of India has been made up and then the amendment has been changed in our constitution. The constitution was amended to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and efficient. Reservation of seats, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward classes, at least one third of all positions are reserved for women. An independent institution called the state's government has been clearly. The rural and local government. The rural and local government is popularly known as Panchayat Raj. Each village or a group of villages in some states has a Gram Panchayats. This is a local council to several ward members, often called Panch, of a president or Sarpanch. They were directly elected by the adult population living in the ward or village. You know the people, the village Panchayat. And then the working of the Panchayat. It is the decision making body of entire village. So the Panchayat works under the overall supervision of the Gram Sabhas. All the voters in the villages are its members. It has to meet at least twice or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat and to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat. So they are making a very well plan and then they are reviewing the plans is how it is going and then how it was coming from. The structural rural local government. So Grama Panchayat and then Grama Panchayat. So it's called the Panchayat Samiti. So Samiti means council. A few Gram Panchayats are grouped together to form what is usually called a Panchayat Samiti or block or mandal. The members of this representative body are elected all the Panchayat members in their area. All the Panchayat Samitis are mandals in a district together constituting the Zilla of Parishad. Zilla Parishad chairperson is the political head of the Zilla Parishad. In urban local government, similarly, local government bodies exist for urban areas as well. The municipals are set up in towns. The municipal corporations in big cities both are controlled by elected bodies consisting of people representatives. The towns municipalities, the big cities called municipal corporations. In Tamil Nadu, we have 12 or more municipal corporations. It's called Managarachi. The municipalities has been made up. The municipalities in towns has been controlled by the municipal chairperson. So he was the head of the municipalities. In the big cities, the municipal corporations has been under control by the mayors. Okay students, if you are having any doubt, please comment in below. Thank you.